Hello everyone. Before starting our new lesson, lesson number 2, I would like to do some numericals with you all. I am going to send you the photo of these numericals, the image of these questions, and these are the solutions of these questions. But I'll explain you, I'll read as the space is not much, there is less space on the board, so I have not written the questions. I'm just going to read them one by one. Number 1 is here as number 1, number 2 will be number 2, same way. And you have to do this worksheet in your notebooks. So let's start with our question number 1. And in this numerical series, you will also come to know how are we going to apply our 3 equations of motion in different types of numericals. And then you will understand the importance of these 3 equations of motion. So let's start our first question. Question number 1 is, a cheetah starts from rest. First of all, children, when you come to know about this thing, starts from rest, it means the initial velocity of the object is 0. So u is equals to 0, or you can write velocity is 0 meter per second and accelerates at 2 meter per second square. From this unit 2 meter per second square, you can come to know its acceleration if it is not mentioned in the question. But here in the question, in this question it is mentioned. I'll repeat. A cheetah starts from rest and accelerates at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. Time taken by the cheetah to start from rest and accelerate at 2 meter per second square is 10 seconds. Calculate its final velocity and distance. In this numerical, you need to find out 2 things. One is the final velocity, that is v, and other is your distance, that is capital S. So children, whatever is given in the statement, I have simply written that. First it was given starting from rest. A cheetah starts from rest. So rest, it means initial velocity is 0. Accelerates at 2 meter per second square. That means its acceleration is 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds, and time taken was 10 seconds. So we need to calculate here final velocity and the distance. Now children, you need to think of, there are 3 equations of motion. So I'll write here. First equation, v is equals to u plus at. Second equation, s is equals to ut plus half of at square. And third equation, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. There are 3 equations. On the basis of this information, we need to find out v and s. Which equation is suitable? We cannot use this equation. We can use this equation as well as we can use this equation. We cannot use this equation because in this equation there is v also and s also, and these 2 quantities are unknown. We can do one thing. We can use this equation to find out the value of v and this equation to find out the value of s. So I have done that only. v is equals to u plus at. Here u is 0 plus a is 2, I have put the value 2, t is 10, so I have put the value here 10. 0 plus 20 is equals to 20 meter per second. It's quite simple. You simply need to think which equation of motion is suitable for your numerical on the basis of the given quantities. Second part is we also need to find out the distance. Distance, we know that we can find out either from this equation or from this equation. It's up to you. You can use any one of these 2 equations now. Why now? Now because you got this value also. So you can use this equation or as well as you can use this equation. Either of these 2 you can use to find out your distance. So I have used here second equation, that is s is equals to ut plus half of at square. S I need to find out. U I know was 0. T was 10 plus half. A, value of A is 2. T square, value of T is 10. T square means 10 ka square. 10 square into 10 into 10. So 0 into 10 is 0. 2 and 2 cancel. 10 into 10, 100. So I got the answer here. 10 into 10, 100 meter. This is the distance. This is how we use our equation of motion to solve the numericals. Let us switch over to our second question. A train starting from stationary position. That means the train is, initial velocity of the train is 0. I have written here. Moving with a uniform acceleration. Here the acceleration is not mentioned, simply said that the acceleration is uniform. Attains a speed of 36 km per hour. Now after starting from rest, that means initial velocity was 0, now it has attained, that is the final velocity it has attained, that is 36 km per hour. How much time did it take to attain the velocity from 0 to 36 km per hour? In 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes for the speed of the train to just rise from 0 to 36 km per hour. Find its acceleration. In this case, we need to find out the acceleration. Now, I have written as the train had started from the initial position, so u is equals to 0, v is 36 km per hour. I cannot use 36, if I have to use 36 km per hour like this only, then what I have to do, I have to change my time into hours. So I am not going to do that. I will simply change my speed, that is 36 km per hour, into meter per second. Children, very easy method. I had once told you, I think, how do we change. When we need to change kilometer per hour into meter per second, then we simply multiply that quantity with 5 upon 18. If it is meter per second to kilometer per hour, then we do the reverse. Then we multiply the given quantity, which is in meter per second, into 18 upon 5. We just do the reverse of this. Now here we need to change this 36 km per hour into meter per second. So what I have done, 36 into 5 upon 18. 18 ones are 18 and 18 twos are 36. That is 5 into 2, 10. I got 10 meter per second as the final velocity. And time taken is 10 minutes. I cannot use minute because SI unit of time is second, and here also the speed is meter per second. So I have to change these 10 minutes into seconds. 10 minutes is, everyone knows that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 10 minutes is equal to 600 seconds. So from this equation, I can find out the value of, very well can find out the value of A. Why can't I use this? Because I do not have this. Why can't I use this equation? Because again, I do not have this, and equally I do not have, at the same time I do not have this two. Here also the same thing. I cannot use these two equations. So which equation left here is V is equals to U plus AT. Now, V is equals to U plus AT, or how can I write it? This U I will take that side. V minus U upon T is equals to A, this formula. So I have used V minus U upon T, that is V 10, U is 0, time is 600. 0 and 0 cancel, 1 upon 60, that is 0.1016 meter per second square. This is the acceleration attained by the velocity in 10 minutes. By the train, sorry, not the velocity. Acceleration attained by the train is 0.016 meter per second square. That's all, children. Let's start our third question. A moving train is brought to rest. Train was moving and it is brought to rest. That means initial, there was some velocity when the train was moving, and finally it is brought to rest. How will I bring it to rest? By applying the brakes, definitely. When I bring it to rest, that means its final velocity has become 0. So what I have got here, V is equals to 0. A moving train is brought to rest within 20 seconds. So I got the time here as 20 seconds. Find the initial velocity. I need to find out U. If the retardation due to brakes is 2 meter per second square. Children, when there is retardation, or you can say negative acceleration. Negative acceleration, acceleration is rate of change of velocity. It will be positive if the velocity is increasing. It will be negative when the velocity of the object is decreasing. In this case, velocity has come to 0 from certain initial velocity to 0. That means suppose earlier it was moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second and now its velocity has come to 0. That means the velocity has decreased. If in the case velocity has decreased, in that case we call it as retardation, or we can also call it as negative acceleration. The cases in which the velocity will decrease, in all those cases you will take acceleration as negative, because here in the question it is mentioned retardation due to brakes is 2 meter per second square. Retardation or negative acceleration, or A is equals to, if I put minus sign with the quantity, it means it's negative acceleration. Here is 2 meter per second square. I have put a minus sign here because it is retardation or negative acceleration. So same first equation I am going to use, V is equals to U plus AT. V is equals to U plus minus 2. A is minus 2, T is 20. I have got, when I open the bracket, or let me write it like this, U plus minus 40 or U minus 40. V is 0 in this case. So 40 I will take that side, 40 is equals to U. This is my answer, or you can write U is equals to 40 meter per second. How we solve? This is how we solve the numericals by using our equations of motion. Now let us do fourth numerical. A body starts to slide over a horizontal surface with an initial velocity of 0.5 meter per second. Initial velocity U, that is 0.5 meter per second. Due to friction, its velocity decreases at the rate of 0.05 meter per second square. Rate of change of velocity. The rate is 0.05 meter per second. In this case, it is clearly mentioned that velocity is decreasing. I had already, just in the previous numerical, I had told you, when there will be a decrease in velocity, in that case, acceleration we are going to take negative. So negative we have to put from our side only. It will not be mentioned in the question. You have to use your brain to think whether you are going to write minus or plus. When there will be a decrease in velocity, definitely with the acceleration if the word is mentioned, or the retardation. If retardation is mentioned, then also you are going to write it as acceleration, and with the value you are going to put minus sign. Here I have put the minus sign here. In this case, how much time will it take for the body to stop? That means it has clearly told us we need to find out the time. How much time will it take? We need to find out. For the body to stop, if the body has stopped, that means earlier it has certain initial velocity. Now it has stopped and its final velocity has become 0. So we need to find out the time. So same equation we are going to use here. This time I am going to keep T this side and A I will bring this side. V is 0 minus 0.5, V minus U. So A is already minus 0.05, that is equals to T. When I take it out of the bracket, I get my minus 0.5 upon minus 0.05. Minus minus will be cancelled. Then this will be 5 upon 10 into this. I will take here 100 upon 5. I will cancel it. 5 cancel. 100 divided by 10, that is equals to 10. So time is 10 seconds for the body to stop. Next question, children, last question. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. Uniform acceleration, that means it is increasing. So we got A is equals to 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover? So we need to calculate S in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, time is given 10 seconds after the start. That means start. Before it started, it was at rest, definitely. So U is 0. S is equals to, I am going to use, I do not have this value V. So in this case, I cannot use this equation. I have to rely on this equation only, because we need to find out the distance. In this equation, there is no distance. So definitely I am going to use second equation of motion, that is s is equals to ut plus half of at square. So s is equals to u is our 0, t is 10 plus half into a, value of a is 4, t square, t is 10, so 10 into 10. So I got 0 into 10, that is 0. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 10 into 10 is 100 into 2, 200. So I got the answer as 200. This is, children, how we solve our numericals with the help of these three equations of motion. You practice these, and along with this I'll send one worksheet to all of you to do those questions. Thank you.